Hi guys, video game viewer here with the review of Operation Flashpoint Red River. Red River starts out with you and your 4-man squad arriving in Afghanistan. And after a brief tutorial, your base is hit by mortars and you mount up to invade Tajikistan. Insurgents have not only been bombing American bases, but also the Chinese border, and have also killed some athletes at the 2012 Olympics. So the PLA, which is the People's Liberation Army, the Chinese army, are pretty pissed. They also invade Tajikistan, and all sides start to fight it out. The storyline, though, slowly fades into the background, as it's not really the strong suit of the game. Gameplay and controls handle like the previous Operation Flashpoint, Dragon Rising, with the ability to call in airstrikes, issue orders to your team, and various other things. Unfortunately, issuing orders to your team is a sloppy mess, and they almost never do what they're told. The AI in this game is terrible, and really hinders the single-player game. Its only saving grace is if you have 4 people to play with, but it's hard to log into a game with 4 people and keep those people without them quitting. The gunplay is handled well, and while the weapons are not the best, it's still satisfying to hit a man 300 yards away and see that pink mist in the distance. Graphics in Red River, well, at times look good. Most of the colors are bland and blend together. Character animations look stiff and robotic, and at more than a few points I had pop-in issues and my screen would go so pixelated I may as well have been playing on an Atari. Sound-wise, this game fares no better. The voice acting is atrocious, and the sound from weapons sounds dull. Explosions and vehicles sound fairly better. Hearing the roar of an enemy helo in a game where one hit means almost certain death induces chills and a dash for cover. Multiplayer has almost all but been removed from this game. Gone is the team deathmatches of Dragon Rising, and in its place are co-op scenarios, such as Search and Rescue or Last Stand, which is like Gears of War's Horde mode. While I do love these scenarios, I would have at least liked to see some form of a team deathmatch, or some other multiplayer where you're going against actual people. The Operation Flashpoint games have a small but dedicated fan following. The realism and tactics of this game are what keep it fresh and set it apart from games like Call of Duty and Battlefield. One problem is it does almost nothing right, and it seems none of the complaints from Dragon Rising were addressed and fixed. This game has a great concept, but if it wants to build its fan base, it must make drastic changes to not only the AI, but to controls and bug issues that seem to plague it. Operation Flashpoint is a far cry from a great game, and could have used more time, which is why I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. This has been the Video Game Viewer, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.